What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charge It Up. For today's video, let's go ahead and do autopilot on Toronto streets. Let's go. Alright guys, I am currently in Whitby, Ontario, going back home, and we'll be taking back roads and city roads all the way home. Let's go ahead and let autopilot do its thing. Autopilot is currently on. We're currently doing maximum 80. This road is an 80, so let's go ahead and do maximum 90, and we'll let autopilot do its thing. Maximum 60 sign coming up here along with the red light, so autopilot will read the 60 and automatically reduce speed and also stop here at the red light. It has now turned green, so autopilot will proceed through once the cars ahead of me start moving. Coming to a green light here, autopilot will proceed through with the cars in front. No input from me needed. I do want to change lanes here because up ahead, I don't know if you can see, but there's cars parked, so I do want to avoid that. So I'll ask autopilot to make the lane change here and follow the traffic. Avoiding the cars on the side, the parked cars. It is green ahead, so the car will proceed through. Don't need any sort of input from me at this point. I will, however, take over here because I do want to make a right-hand turn, and there's a car stopped right over here on the right-hand turn lane. Go back into autopilot and let autopilot take over. Let's ask for a lane change here. Nicely done. This is a maximum 70, so we'll increase the speed to 80 as we get away from this truck, or get alongside this truck here and come up to a red light. Gonna ask autopilot to make a lane change here. Nicely done. Coming up to a green light here. I'm telling autopilot to proceed through. The car ahead of me is a little too far ahead, so it will not use it to go through the green light. Go ahead and ask for a lane change here. Guy ahead of me started braking before signaling. Usually you should probably do that beforehand. Signal before you brake, but whatever. Maximum 70 coming up here to a light, a green light. I'll ask for a lane change here. Let's see if it does it. Nope, I will take over. And we'll make a left-hand turn here. Alright, left-hand turn complete. Let's go ahead and go back into autopilot. Make the lane change here. It's done. Tell it to go through the green light. Tell it to go through the green light here. Maximum is 80, and we'll jump up to 90. Ask for a lane change here because the lane is coming up to an end. Lane does not want to make a lane change here for some reason. Not sure why. Still doesn't want to make a lane change. There you go. Oh, now it decided to not make it. Still not making the lane change, even though I've asked for it a couple times now. Still not making the lane change. And I'll make the lane change. So it just came up, auto lane change unavailable for some reason. Not too sure why. That has not come up previously. Maybe because it couldn't read. It wasn't reading the lane properly. Car ahead of me here has this 4 ways on, so I'll ask for a lane change here just to get away from him, just to be safe. Coming up to a slight turn off here. This is flashing yellow here. The car will slow down because it thinks it's almost like a crosswalk area. I'll tell it to proceed through, and it will. I will take over here and I'll make a left-hand turn. Autopilot is not available on this road because it cannot distinguish. This guy was just gonna go right across. Once we get to this portion right here with the line in the middle, autopilot will be available again and will re-engage. and we shall do so now. It's a maximum of 60. Alright, coming up here to a bridge. This bridge is a 1 lane only, so we'll see what happens here. No cars oncoming, so we'll let autopilot do its thing here. Super close to that border there. Coming up to a turn here, it's a 90-degree turn. I'll take over. It looked like it wanted to make the turn, but then the pedestrian was there, so I didn't want to take the chance. So I did take over. Maximum is 50 on this road. I'll ask for the right lane change here. Nicely done. And then I will take over and make a right hand turn here. Coming up to red light, and the car will slow down and stop at the red light. Alright, we are now back in autopilot. Ask it to make a lane change here. Nicely done. We are now on Nielsen Road in Toronto and about to make a right hand turn. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. As we come up to this red light, I will take over. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell for future videos on the Model X and the R6. Until the next one, guys.